Small Business, a complete guide to accounting principles, bookkeeping principles, and taxes for small business. Written by Mark Smith, narrated by Cliff Weldon. Accounting. Step-by-step guide to accounting principles and basic accounting for small business. Written by Mark Smith, narrated by Cliff Weldon. Chapter 1. How Bookkeeping and Accounting are Different. Before we get too much into this guidebook, it's important to note that accounting and bookkeeping is not the same thing. Bookkeeping is going to concentrate on simply recording all the financial activities of a business, keeping track of these transactions, no matter what they are, depending on that particular business. The accountant can then take this information and help the company by analyzing, summarizing, and reporting the results of what they found. The product or accounting is information, and this information is vital to the management of a company for their operating as well as investment decisions. If the management doesn't know how much money the business has, how much inventory that the business holds, and how many employees that they have along with employee pay, every business, as well as a nonprofit entity, will need a reliable system of bookkeeping that relies on established principles from accounting. Accounting will often cover more topics compared to what you see with bookkeeping. Bookkeeping is just going to be the part where you keep records of your business or where you record all the information about financial activities and all transactions for that particular business. What is bookkeeping? Bookkeeping is a subset of the arena of accounting. The process of bookkeeping is when you gather, organize, and store all of your financial information so the company has that information ready when needed. This can help a company to keep them organized and to help them know where their financial situation is at the time. Bookkeeping is so important because of two reasons. These reasons include being able to facilitate day-to-day operations of the business, helping to prepare tax returns, internal report for the managers of the company, and to prepare any financial statements that are needed. Bookkeeping will often be known as record keeping too, and this is a good way to ensure that you're going to remember what this process is all about. Bookkeeping is the infrastructure of the financial information for a business. This financial information needs to always be complete, accurate, and as timely as possible. This is why many businesses choose to keep their bookkeeping up to date each month at the latest, and then will complete financial documents every quarter and every year. Bookkeeping is the complete method that helps a business keep track of all its transactions. It is the activity of making sure that every single financial transaction of that company is fully documented and will form a base for the work that the accountant will do. The purpose of working on your books for a business is to disclose the best picture of your expenditures or income when that period of accounting is over. A business will hire a bookkeeper who is responsible for tracking and recording all the transactions that occur for that business. They would need to track information like the cash that comes into or out of the business, goods that are sold or purchased on credit, any expenses that the business incurs, and more. This all needs to be done in a timely manner. The bookkeeping is going to capture all the transactions that occurred during the day and write them out for the business to keep track of. They will look at things like purchases, sales, any returns on purchases, sales returns, cash book, the journal, and more. Then this information will be posted to the proper ledger after the trial balance is prepared. For the most part, there are going to be two methods that you can choose for bookkeeping. These include the single entry method, the double entry method. Most businesses will choose to work with the double entry method. This method may take a bit longer, but is a good way to check your work as you go. If the two sides don't come out to zero, then you know that something was put into the system wrong, and you can go fix it. What is accounting? When we look at the term accounting, we are looking at a term that is much broader compared to bookkeeping. This goes into developing the system that will control how the bookkeeping will go for the business. It will establish the controls to keep the system in place.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?